Finally today, an early taste of summer. Few things can start a morning any better than a biscuit covered in jelly. And as my waistline can attest, I've become quite the connoisseur. And no one does jelly any better or with more unique fruit than a mom and pop operation called Gigi's Gourmet Goodies.
Just to make sure that the pectin's dissolved.
When the pot's a-boiling,
For years I've made jelly.
and the sugar's added,
Sugar goes in.
something special is coming out of Kit Peterson's kitchen.
When Les and I decided to build out here, I said, I'd really like to have a commercial kitchen.
And so began Gigi's Gourmet Goodies, handmade jellies from the freshest ingredients.
When we first bought the land, it was completely overgrown. As we started clearing the land, we discovered that we had these huge old fruit trees.
Old heritage pear trees to be exact, and from these, a new product line was born.
Kit, my wife, started with vanilla pear and then rum pear, and I had noticed online at one time a cinnamon pear with a stick of cinnamon in it, and so we started doing those, and that's actually become our best seller.
But certainly not their most unusual.
The most unique we have is the prickly pear cactus. When you're picking it, you need to be very careful. You don't touch it with your hands. And of course, every now and then someone comes up to me and says, now exactly what kind of a pear tree grows the prickly pear?
A question Les and Kit don't mind at all about an endeavor they've grown to love.
Apparently at some point in my life, when I can't remember when, said that I would be willing to sell it.
As reluctant as he is to admit that he said yes.
And they began selling Gigi's Gourmet Goodies to local stores in Norman. Sales took off, but fruit production didn't.
Second year is when the serious drought started, and the first week of July, the trees dropped all their fruit. So we drilled a well to have it available for the next year, which was last summer. And last summer we watered them, we babied them. In spite of the drought, we had this beautiful, beautiful crop of pears. And waiting for them to ripen, apparently we were not alone, because the deer and the squirrels and the crows and God knows what else, raccoons probably, managed to completely strip the trees in one weekend.
So Les found himself moving from sales to procurement, finding apples in New Mexico until a wildfire destroyed that orchard, and now going all the way to Colorado.
But if anybody has a tree that they'd like us to come pick their apples, we'll be more than happy to do that.
That's because Gigi prides itself with being handmade and homegrown, members of the Made in Oklahoma program.
We get to put that on our product now, and it helps a lot. Once we got that, it began to help the sales, and that folks are nowadays liking or enjoying buying local.
And when it comes to Gigi's Gourmet Goodies, you can't get any more local than Kit Peterson's kitchen. Now, jelly making is a second career for both Kit and Les. Les is a retired airline pilot, and Kit still practices law, but says she looks forward to the day she can put on the apron full time.